Right, it's been charging for like half an hour. Fingers crossed. That fucking easy. Fucking hell. Don't want to take it fully off. Just that it's broken. That's enough. Right. Stick this back on charge. Oh, I don't want to go. Jesus. A little bit too tight. W40 these because I'd say they're going to get hot. I particularly want one of these shearing. $14. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Right. They're all loose, so fork should come down. By the grace of God. It's just a tight outside. Right on the floor. I'm back to work, so we're just sanding down the frame at the moment to do the black paint. Probably going to be 3 coats of this can I got, spray can. I'm just going to do it myself in here because it's cheap, and this, like, you don't see most of this frame anyway, you only see a small amount of it, so I don't think it's going to be, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I sanded down all the rusty spots. The reason I'm spraying it, you can see where I had to go to the metal in some spots because it was proper like patchy. You can see still like where it all came up and I got past the rust. And then this is just, it was a big chunk here and a big chunk, and it's like that in all the spots. So here's another one, very front. But she's rust free now, so I finished all the masking up and everything. All you can see right now is the frame, like bare frame, everything, engine and airbox and everything is all taped up and covered up. I'm just going to put a bit of tape up here and on the bottom here so I don't get any of that. Most of the things that have screw threads, I have like throwaway screws just thrown into them, just so they don't get paint in the threads, because it can be a bit irritating fixing it. But it's good to go. So I'm going to give it one more wipe down with solvent, whatever I have acetone, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then when it's dry I'm going to just give it one more wipe of a cloth just to make sure it's completely dry, and then I'm going to start doing the coats of this stuff. This paint is like, some of you are going to be like, oh, you're such a fucking cowboy, but anyway, it's just black metal paint for any kind of steel, and it stops corrosion and stuff. But like, this frame is, it's not like a sports bike where it has really fancy frame and you see it and it's all aluminium and stuff. You know, this at the end of the day is just a fucking heavy ass steel frame, and spraying it with this, you know, like 8-year protection, like, one, so can't go wrong. So the fairings I'll get professionally done, though. I'm not going to do them myself, because black isn't too bad for me to spray, but anything that's a light colour I find I can fuck up it kind of looks patchy. Whereas black, I don't know, it's a bit easier. Anything I spray it is either going to be silver or black, because those two colours aren't too bad to do at home. Anything else I find can be a bit of balls. So I'll do a time lapse of spraying now, and should be. This is the bike after one coat. I went good and light with it. Actually, it's two coats. I went very light with both of them, but and I gave 15 minutes between them, but I ran out of a can. So I've gone away now. Probably took me another half an hour to get another can. So I got 2 coats out of 1 can. So I'll get another 2 coats out of the other can, and that'll be it. 4 coats is enough. It's looking well. There's a few patches where it just needs a bit of touching up, but it looks like shiny and smooth. Looks the way it should. So hopefully it stays this way for the next 2 coats and doesn't start peeling or flaking off or anything. I did a test patch on this plate back here first before I started spraying anything, and it looks pretty good. So I'll keep time lapsing the next one, the next coat, 2 coats, and do like a summary then after that. So let's keep trucking. Next up for the spray paint is the parts off the front headlight and the clocks, the cover, and also I'm going to do the rear grab rails for the pillion passenger. I took them off, they were well corroded. I took them off before I sprayed the frame. It's down on its haunches now. I took it off the paddock stand because it was just a bit unsteady being up on a jack and on the paddock stand, so now it's just laid out flat on its frame. It's pretty steady, except it's able to spin around, but it's not going to topple over. All the weight's down the bottom of the crank anyway. So I'm going to prep a little spray paint area here, hang these yokes up off the ceiling, and then spray them with, I'm going to go primer, acid etch primer, because this metal is very kind of chrome. I don't think it is chrome. I think maybe it is sprayed chrome. But this is metal and this is metal, and these are metal. And then the clock cover is plastic, but the spray paint will do all of them anyway. but they all have very smooth surfaces, like polished. Like this was kind of polished chrome, and this was polished as well. And this was spray painted black, but it was spray painted badly. And then this was just rusted. And then these were black, but they were rusted as well. So I've sent them all down. I'm going to go over them again once more with 400 grit, and then go for clear lacquer, probably 2 layers of clear lacquer, and then probably 2 to 3 layers of black. It's just enamel gloss black, and then I'll put lacquer on then to keep them the way they are, neat, because the headlight and the clock guard and this, they've got a lot of water, like rain stuff coming in at them, and they're quite exposed to the elements, so I'm going to lacquer them good. And these should be alright because they're metal and they're heavy, they're thick. I think they'll be alright and they're kind of underneath the tail a bit, so you can grab them. So they're not really seen, so I think they'll be okay with just the black. I might use the same spray paint that I used on the frame for the grab rails, just to keep it uniform. So that's the plan. So I'll do a quick time lapse of prepping and priming and spraying, and I might leave the lacquering to another day because I think it's going to take a while. I think the primer takes something like 24 hours anyway, so I don't know. I'll see how I go. Alright, let's go.